Yo, what's going on, Raptors fans? It's your boy Demon. I'm back in another video today. And in today's video, we're talking about a bit about the Raptors Media Day and what happened today, and many takeaways I had from this day and event onwards happening for the Raptors. So if you are new, hit that like button and follow button for more, as I have much Raptors content coming throughout the following weeks and days. So for the first takeaway I had the takeaway that the Raptors are completely healthy as always. That is a good way to start training camp, as we already seen, but don't be surprised if many injuries stock up. So honestly, I know the Raptors last season, they had many injuries and it piled up at the end of the season. As for players like Vanleet, Scottie, Barnes, and many others, as injuries just piled up towards the playoffs. But the Raptors had a pretty much good effort. The takeaway I have here is for Nick Nurse. He said that Scottie will run more point guard and have more opportunity running point guard. As I've seen this basically in the regular season and in the playoffs. After Fred, when he's on the bench, Scottie would just dominate. But for when he's on the court, they basically complement each other pretty well. And basically playing Fred off the ball pretty much more to give more stress off his hands. See, I think Scottie Barnes looks more polished and ready to be the point guard, and to basically be a backup role player or a point guard that his team needs. Also, Nick Nurse says for a team's performance, he wants them to get better at shooting free throws and getting to rim. Like, for example, the team would get to the rim and would not get to the free throw line as they would complain for calls a bit. But I think if Nick Nurse can honestly just emphasize that calls are going to go our way, and if we can just get to the rim and get foul calls if it's there, if we can get free throws, and the ability to improve on free throw shooting, because I know we shot below 8% of the team on the season, and that's something we got to improve on. But honestly, like I said, the more you drive, the more it draws more attention into the paint. Another thing I saw from Media Day is that they plan to play Fred less minutes, which it should be done, because I know Nick Nurse, he plays starters way too much and plays them at 30 to 40 minutes a night, and you gotta give him a rest. For Scottie Barnes, he said he's looking forward to starting the season, and he worked on many things in the offseason, like his pull-up jumper, his passing, and just getting stronger as an individual, so we already know that he already gained more massive muscle on him, so it makes pretty much sense. And also for OG, he seemed to be pretty happy back in Toronto. Like, we know he pretty much had a good summer, and he basically just took all his time to himself and just working on his mental health. Like, for example, he said he would read books, he'll go on a walk, and he enjoyed many sunsets. That's very good, normal. That's very normal for mental health. And basically, OG basically said he's definitely happy to be back in Toronto, and he's ready to start the year off fresh with nothing wrong. I know there's many OG rumors, even for when the draft came along, as he wanted an increased role in the offense. But honestly, I know there's many OG rumors in place, but OG's in a great place, as we have almost everything that OG needs, and he's a big wing that can basically just play any position, and Masai sees his growth incoming. That's what Masai had to say for today's Media Day coverage. Another thing is that the Rico Hines runs are really noticed, and it helped the Raptors, as they're a good source of practice for the Raptors, and helped their overall development as a team and as a unit. Also, from Masai's expectation, coming from Media Day, is basically his expectation just to win and to stay young and to wait for the right time to make a trade. Masai Ujiri said this Raptors is a very young team and they're a young growing team, and they have lots of things, and they have lots of players that they think that can make a jump, and even veterans as well in their squad, and I think the organization is becoming to what they want to become. And Masai was also asked on players becoming available, like for example Kevin Durant, Donovan Mitchell, but honestly he said, we have to keep your mind to open things that come up, but we also have a plan in mind here as for the Raptors, that's to win and to basically stay young as a group, as he said. And another thing to add on too is Masai always preached patience, and his plan in Toronto is basically to grow our young players and develop and basically just get better as a team and as a unit. And another thing also I can say for Media Day is I can see everyone loves Juancho and it'd be a good add to the team, as Nick Nurse noticed during the FIBA World Cup, he basically had a great performance, and he just led the team to victory. And honestly, Juancho and Gomez came here because honestly, were guys like Jose Calderon, Marc Gasol, and the Raptors assistant coach Sergio Escoliolo, and that basically influenced him to come to Toronto as the head coach for Spain in the FIBA Euro Cup tournament. And honestly, basically for Fred's contract negotiations, pretty much sure he'll get a deal done, but it's not really sure, as there's pretty much more clarity. But I think Fred will sign in Toronto and stay in Toronto long term, as he loves it here. And honestly, like I said, Fred feels great physically. Gary Trent Jr. is not really worried about his contract situation, as Gary Trent Jr. is in his player option for the season, and he can opt in for the same amount, or he can opt in for more money. But honestly, like Gary said, he's here to let the contract speak for itself, and just control what he can control and just hoop, he said. And honestly, for Pascal, you already know Pascal wants to go right where he left off, and Pascal said he's been an All-NBA player, he's been an All-Star, and the next step for Pascal in his taking, he wants to be a best top 5 player in the league, and he wants to be among the best players in the NBA like Stephen Curry, Giannis, and Kawhi, and many others. So he wants to get there and just work on his game and just get better as the season goes along. And honestly, like I said for Pascal, he said there's many things to improve on in his game, but to me, he just feels a little bit more comfortable as he understands the game from many perspectives, as for the playoffs and for last season. But honestly, takeaway that I have here, and if you're like, make sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and your boy Demi, I am out. Rappers content gonna keep coming for the next couple of days, so make sure to like button, comment, subscribe, and your boy Demi, and I'm out. Peace.